Hi guys, Damon here from Seriously Series. I just thought I'd give you a quick run around of what I've been doing to the Land Rover Series 3 just to get it ready for our upcoming trip. Here in Australia we see a lot of Holden powered Series Land Rovers, and it was really common conversion back in the day. So they made up conversion plates, and I'll show you a couple of external ones that are out, and there's different mounting points onto the chassis which I'll also show you. Just changes how it's mounted onto the chassis. Sometimes they cut it off, the original one that is, and then they put an adapted one on, and then sometimes they actually use the original one to mount the Holden motor. So you can tell it's just a bit of a easier way to work on this car, or any car really, to just take the wings off like I have here, just to get access to everything. So yeah, this is probably a better view so you can see everything. I'm just standing on the guard here, but yeah, I've just gone over everything. It's a little bit undone at the moment, so just stuff going everywhere. Yeah, but I've replaced all the exhaust manifold gaskets over there. Actually, they're nice and shiny and new. And I've replaced the water pump, which you can kind of see there. And I've tried to replace as many hoses as I can that I had lying around. And I've also replaced the terminals on the battery, which were in dire need. And I'll show you this a bit closer in a second. All this stuff around all the wiring loom. It's my new favourite thing, just to maintain the management of the cables, which can get out of hand, especially when you're dealing with past owners, irritations and additions like lights and all the rest. So yeah, we'll have a closer look, and I'll show you something else that's quite interesting with these motors. This is something you can just search on the internet for. It's cheap. It's just for cable management for computers, like cables off computers, and I thought, well, why not use it in this situation? So haven't tried it on the exhaust side at operating temperature. I'm going to see how that goes. I'll be able to smell it if it's not working, that's for sure, so I'll try to keep that as far away as I can. And I'll zoom in here. So I've replaced the rocker cover gasket and also the side plate gaskets. You can also see that just down there. Now you can see they're cork. Now when I replaced those, they were actually bright red still. So that, you know, that meant that they hadn't been replaced since the factory. So they were in dire need. So if you've got a Holden powered Land Rover, or any Holden engine in fact, yeah, if you've got red tabs there, you need to replace your gaskets, because they've been like that since brand new. So we'll have a closer look inside, and I'll show you what's going on in there. This is a pretty common sight, just fixing up a little additional things that I did pretty bad and rushed the last time I was in here. I've replaced the voltage regulator that you need in these vehicles for the instruments, like the fuel gauge and also the water temperature sensor. Now, and I've found out that it's probably not the voltage regulator, because I had the fuel gauge working but not the temp. So on closer inspection of the actual sensor, I had it in the pot and checked the resistance on it in the past, and it was working, but it's just not working in the right range, I believe. So what I've ended up doing, because those actual parts on these engines are really quite expensive, $100 just for a sensor, and that was refurbished, and that was all I could find. So what I've come up with is getting a newer sensor. Now they don't fit because they're actually a smaller thread, and what I've done is I've just gone and found a brass bush that's the correct size on the outer and then the correct size for the inner for the new sensor. That new sensor works in the same range as the original one, so that should work hopefully. I haven't done it yet because I'm still waiting for the parts, but we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know. So yeah, we've just done the interior's been done a little bit, so I replaced the dash just with some UV resistant stuff. That was a really rushed job. I just wanted to get it done because I don't have much time these days to do much work for extended periods. But yeah, it's pretty much ready to go. We just got to go over everything and then I'll be ready for the trip when Jeff's down. So that'll be Edge of the Earth Part 3. So stay tuned for that. So thanks for watching if you got this far. I know it's been pretty brief, but I thought I'd do a quick little video just to show you what I'm doing. So when Jeff comes down, we will hopefully just pack the car. I'll put the wagon back on top. It's just got a ute cab on it at the moment. And yeah, we'll just pack and we'll go. Just check everything the day before and off we go. I'll definitely take it on a test drive to make sure it's all at operating temperature, everything's running fine. And I'll also just keep eyes on things like the oil level, make sure that's all good, and I'll do that right before we go. And just real basic, so we're going real basic on these trips, so we're not loading it up. It is a 109, so we can put a bit more in it, but we don't need to. We're only doing a short trip. If you're enjoying the content in regards to this vehicle or any vehicle that's got a Holden, just let me know and I'll make some more videos. So thanks for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed to our channel, please do so, and if you want to become a Patreon, please do so. The links are in the description below. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.